The Beliebers finally won me over. So my journey as a believer started after I was sent this golden clip of JB last week.
Getting it. It's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
Now, ironically, if you watch the full clip, he does actually go on to say that what he just said is going to be taken out of context, which is exactly what has happened. Clairvoyant king that he is, that video is basically him being frustrated with paparazzi for following him around, and having seen the full clip, I do agree with most of what he's saying. He goes on to warn whoever is behind the camera that he's not to be fricked with.
I just went in.
And while he's standing on business, I'm standing on Justin. Obviously, I've seen some of the mega viral clips of JB. The video of him doing push-ups in the middle of the road comes to mind. And not gonna lie, he was killing those vocals. Also,
I like that laugh.
so in my new Stan era, I was exploring some highly viewed videos of King J and one carpool karaoke with James Corden, which by the way is 10 years old. To be honest, the thing I was paying the most attention to was his hair. It was giving those Ibiza Mafia blokes, you know, the ones I'm on about. Or perhaps even a cheeky billiards player. He seemed to be having a good time though, so that was nice to see. I had a quick look at his hair evolution to see if there was anything spicy, and found an entire article by W Magazine called A Complete Visual History of Justin Bieber's Hair. We all know the classic, the iconic bowl cut of 2009 Justin. After that, it got pretty boring until 2015, after which we got to see a few spicy trims. I also had a glance at his tattoos to see if there was anything like the Ariana Grande Japanese barbecue situation, but then I realized he has like 60 tattoos, so I wasn't really bothered. Okay, so I didn't know this was a thing until I watched Ashley Norton's video on Justin, which I recommend you go. Watch after this, I'll link that video in the description. But apparently Justin went through a phase where he referred to himself as Bizzle. Supposedly this was his troublemaker, mischievous era. Side note 8, Ollie Murs was my favorite singer for a solid year when I was like 10. I went on fandom because obviously that's like the Stan Bible. According to the dedicated Bizzle page, Justin got a tattoo of a jester to mark the Bizzle era, which ended in 2015 when he told fans Bizzle had passed away in a car accident. Can I just say though, it's sort of creepy that his main fandom page literally has the hospital room and floor he was born in? Now what are some of his most diva-licious moments? First of all, he made an attempt to save our fits. Take a look at these, not sure if these are all official, but they slay anyway. The BBC reported that in 2013, King J funded an app called Shots of Me, also known just as Shots. Obviously that was a long time ago, but not gonna lie, as soon as I hear the word shots, I'm like... So that brand name would be a bit questionable if it came out now, maybe. The basic idea was that it was like Instagram, but with no comment section and for selfies only, I guess. Never heard of this personally, but I don't think the commentless idea was a bad one. The CEO said Justin was drawn to Shots because he wanted to help create a safe space for fans, where they could all post without having to witness distasteful comment sections. Bearing in mind at that time, many of Justin's fans would have been adolescents, and many hate comments thrown his way were homophobic in nature. This was a slay move from him. Unfortunately, in an interview with Vox, Shots CEO pretty much said the app flopped due to competition from other apps like Snapchat, and by 2015, the company pivoted to other things. Next, his Oscar-worthy performance in Zoolander 2. Let it be known he came to serve face. He was also on an episode of CSI. Please tell me why his acting always involves him being shot. Also, I don't care he low-key ate that, ending with what he's famous for, music. Well, I went on his YouTube channel to listen to his most recent songs and then realized he hasn't uploaded in 2 years. Which is fair enough, Rihanna didn't release any new music for years. But she was working on other things Fenty, so that put me wondering, if not music, what is he at right meow? I ran to Instagram, and apparently he's also launching a brand. But I literally never heard about this. It's gonna be called Skylark, and now that I know about this, it makes sense, because have you noticed he's 24/7 wearing hats recently? They're part of the collection. So are these, no offense, but in my opinion, buggy sunglasses. Regardless, the Beliebers have won me over.